Trump taps Judge Jeanine Pirro. Oh, yeah, she's joining the administration. Ooh, what happened to this guy? Holy moly. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I've got 30 stitches going down my nose from some skin cancer that the doctor removed. Nothing to fear other than my face. Good thing I don't use my face every day for my job. God is good to me. They got it in the first round. It's all clear, all good news. I hear you guys pour out your prayers for me, and I just appreciate that. I am always sustained by your prayers. Thank you. Of course, if you haven't subscribed, I want you in the group, man. We got to get me to 1 million subscribers. I can't do it without you. Here's Judge Jeanine News. We're going to start with, this is a post from Greta Van Susteren, who's, a co-anchor with Judge Jeanine. This sure would not be dull. My old colleague, Jeanine Pirro, who was a prosecutor before a judge and before a TV host, Trump reportedly considering Fox News host Jeanine Pirro as top prosecutor in DC. That was yesterday. And then comes this. This is from James Woods, the actor. This made me whoop with joy after a rhino traitor blocked an appointee who would have been great. Our president appointed a real killer. Judge Jeanine is going to clean up the mess in DC like a wood chipper on steroids. I'm pleased to announce that Judge Jeanine Pirro, this is Trump, will be appointed interim United States attorney for the District of Columbia. Interim, that is, she takes someone's place, until they can confirm her or someone else. Attorney for DC. Jeanine was assistant district attorney for Westchester County, New York, and then went on to serve as county judge and district attorney, where she was the first woman ever to be elected to those positions. During her time in office, Jeanine was a powerful crusader for victims of crime. Her establishment of the Domestic Violence Bureau in her prosecutor's office, I'll bet you didn't know that. She was the first in the nation. She excelled in all ways. I just want to post her credentials because the other networks are going to call her just another Trump, he just watches a lot of Fox News and just picked a Fox News person. No, she is incredibly qualified. And watch how the feminists on the left destroy her. A competent professional woman. In addition to her legal career, Jeanine previously hosted her own Fox News show, Justice with Judge Jeanine, for 10 years and is currently co-host of The Five, one of the highest rated shows on television. Jeanine is incredibly well qualified for this position and is considered one of the top district attorneys in the history of the state of New York. She's in a class by herself. Congratulations, Jeanine. And this is the bulldog that we're getting. This is her tearing into Joe Biden back when the first 37 counts of classified docs was released. Listen to this tear.
End of it. I hate a country that is akin to a third world country. This is a banana republic. When you indict one guy running for president and the guy who's doing it is some old geezer who says, you know what? I don't know anything about it. The day, by the way, the day that we finally get under threat of contempt of the head of the FBI, we finally get a 1023 from a credible FBI source. Credible, $200,000 worth of credibility the FBI paid him, saying Joe took $5 million, Hunter took $5 million from Ukraine. And I'm not done yet. I'll tell you something else. This whole thing with Ukraine, why the heck is everybody going to Ukraine? Why do we put billions and billions and billions of dollars into Ukraine? What the heck is going on over there? Randy Weingarten going to check out education. And Joe Biden goes over there in January of 2018, and he says, if you don't get the prosecutor off that company where my son makes $80,000 a month, and if you don't get rid of him, I'm not going to give you the $1 billion that the United States promised you. Well, Joe, that's called pay to play. It's an organized criminal enterprise that we have as a president and his family. They should be ashamed, and every American should be ashamed of what happened today.
Jessica Tarloff, silent. What a tear. What a beautiful woman. I think she's going to be amazing. I think she's going to absolutely drive the left crazy, which is even better. This is just a huge win for Trump. Massive, great pick. So let's hope she gets passed through everything. Here's CNN throwing shade all over it. Oh, she's just another Fox News host.
This is a defeat for Donald Trump, even if he's putting Jeanine Pirro there. This is the second time that Senate Democrats have actually pushed back on a nominee. I mean, Senate Republicans have pushed back on a nominee. It remains to be seen whether this is a part of a trend where Senate Republicans are really trying to claw back some of their power, which they've ceded. But Jeanine Pirro, the other question is this actually legal? Because already, Ed Martin was there as interim. Interim means 120 days. Does that mean that he can appoint another person for another 120 days? This is a big question, or will she have to be confirmed? And so can she be confirmed? There's a lot of questions still around this that aren't clear.
You guys are just upset that you don't work for Fox News so you can get a job in the Trump administration. They're going, I made a bad career move. That's all they're caring about. It's her commentary that is so wicked amazing. She's brilliant. She's forceful, very New York woman. You can see why Trump likes her. Here's more on Trump having unpopular numbers, and she's got brilliant commentary, guys, on the polling.
Yeah, but the Democrats can act because there's nothing about them that's authentic. And that's the problem. I mean, they're fighting to be cool. And the truth is, if it's natural, that's great. But they're not natural. Everything is scripted. Everything is, okay, they got the memo today. Today we're going to sing, we're going to dance, we're going to curse, or we're going to pick your fighter. And the problem is it's more damning of the Democrat Party that if, Trump's numbers, let's say, are going down, the Democrats' numbers are not going up because Americans don't consider them a viable option. I mean, I don't know that it's just that they're mad at everybody, as that, like, the Democrats have never shown that they care about Americans. They're more concerned about Abrego Garcia. They're more concerned about the illegals. They're more concerned about men and women's sports. They're more concerned about open borders, cashless bail, and making sure that, they've got all these DEI policies. And the shame of it is it's such a missed opportunity for them.
That's brilliant commentary, by the way. She's talking about Trump's first 100 days, why he might be a little down in the polls, but the Democrats are doing much worse. And the explanation that I've heard is the people some of the middle that voted for Trump, right? They may not love his policies, but they were absolutely horrified by the Democrats. And that's what made them have a come to Jesus moment where they just go, I may not like Trump, but no one even remotely likes the Democrats. That's good commentary on that. The Democrats lost an opportunity. People hate them even more than Trump. Here's MSNBC on lying about Jeanine Pirro.
It's part of the purge. I mean, there's a purge going on in the Justice Department. Let's call it what it is. And I think that's what Ed Martin will be doing. I'm quite concerned about what Jeanine Pirro will be doing in Washington, D.C. The U.S. attorney for Washington, D.C. is the local prosecutor, in addition to the so many important sort of cases come through that.
Lord, may there actually be a purge in Washington, D.C. What he fears, I'm praying for.
That court system. But with the D.C. under federal control, this is an incredibly important job for people who live in the District of Columbia, who are already denied, voting representation in Congress, and now we'll have a Fox News host and
a Fox News host, and he sounds like a Muppet. This is not going to stand. This is not, she's just a Fox News host. This is how liberal feminists like this gentleman degrade a woman's career. She's not an accomplished woman anymore. Suddenly she is just a airhead Fox News show host.
Election denier as their chief prosecutor.
Obviously, great concerns there, and we'll see how that moves forward.
Losers at MSNBC, starring Joe Scarborough. What a stench. He's just sitting there going, man, I picked the wrong network. I could have been in the Trump administration if only I was one of those Fox News hosts. I forgot the judge's name, Napolitano. I always liked him. Here he is on Judge Jeanine.
So this is an interim appointment under the Federal Vacancies Act. It lasts for 210 days. By that time, the president will need to either nominate Jeanine and have her confirmed, or nominate someone else and have that person confirmed. Because by the end of the 210th day, she no longer has the opportunity to stay there as interim. So I worked with Jeanine for, probably 15 years. There are two, and I've been in television for 30 years. There's really two kinds of lawyers on air. There are lawyers who are television people, and there are lawyers who are television people, but still are serious lawyers. Jeanine is in the latter category. I mean, she and I have agreed and disagreed on many things. She knows the law. She understands the law. She has tremendous experience prosecuting as the chief prosecutor of Westchester County, which, for those not around here, is just north of New York City. A very wealthy so-called bedroom community, but a lot of crime, a lot of gang crime, not unlike what she will be prosecuting in D.C. My hat is off to her. It's a good choice. And I wouldn't be surprised if she stays there, meaning if the president decides she's doing such a good job, it's time to nominate her and let the Senate confirm her.
Were you surprised by that pick to see Jeanine Pirro?
I was not surprised, because I know Jeanine, and I know of her closeness to the president, and I know of her willingness to want to work in his administration. She and I talked, I won't reveal what we said, but she and I talked about this back in 2016, not this particular job, but her willingness, and she was asking me about mine to serve in his administration.
Good. Let's tap Napolitano next while we're hitting Fox News people. He said she is qualified, not just a TV person, so don't try to degrade her career. She is overqualified, is what people should be saying, compared to a DEI hire that Joe Biden would have picked. And that's our conclusion. I thought I'd give you guys some great backfill. She's not out of the woods yet. She still has to get confirmed within 200 days if she's going to stay in that job. But in the meanwhile, she is going to tear it up. Please tear up that subscribe button and let's get me up to 1 million subscribers. Thank you guys for watching, even though my face is a car wreck. I feel comfortable around you guys. I'm here to go through it thick and thin with you guys. To the Quad Club, those are the people that watch all 4 episodes all the way through. Thumbs up, leave a comment, join the Quad Club. It's informal, doesn't cost anything. You don't got to click a button. You just put Quad Club down in the chat below. I'm Doug in Exile.